would rotate, and these big mouths would blow steam out, and you would get killed, and it would say you'd been hit by the train.
Huh.
You know, the little symbol next to your name.
Right.
And I was like, wow, okay. And I could never figure out how to surf on that one, so finally I moved on. And I moved on to Fun Park.
Was it fun?
That one actually wasn't that bad. That was the one probably that I had the most fun with. And then I tried one later called Buckwater. After I had exhausted my desire to pursue surf maps, I moved on and I went to a deathmatch. A deathmatch map. It was called DM Store, Store, and it basically was a warehouse map. It was a big death match, and there was only like 4 people on each side, and they were spawn camping us, so that got boring really, really quick. So I left that one. And then I found CTF Battle Creek. Now, this is an older map. Do you remember this one? Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like a Halo map. It looks like the bases in Red versus Blue is what I kind of thought.
Oh, man.
And so I moved on. And then
any side
Nice.
of Halo makes you yak.
Yeah. So then I moved on and I found one called Payload Dynamite. Have you seen this?
No.
It's a payload map, and it's reasonably well done. Now, the last point was defended. I mean, we were able to hold them. They were able to hold us on the last little bit of the payload. But at least it felt like a good match. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel contrived. It was a decent map. The paths were cool. There was ways to get around the other team, things like that. And so I do kind of recommend Payload Dynamite. And then the last one I found, and this is actually an old one, and I don't know if anybody remembers this. Do you remember Circle Jerk?
Yeah.
I never played it, but people always talk about it, and I'm curious.
Circle Jerk is kind of cool. Basically, there's 4 points, and you're able to capture them in a clockwise manner.
Okay.
So if you possess the igloo, then you can get the pagoda. And if you have the pagoda, you can get the boot. You know, and there's four little things, and I just, as I was playing it, and I'm going into like a little base, and it's got an igloo picture above it, I felt like I was playing like in Lost. You know how they go to the orchid and the
Yeah. That's cool.
So anyway, so that and I thought that was kind of cool, and so that was my map journey for the week. I had some fun playing that. The people I was playing with didn't much care for Circle Jerk, but I think it's kind of a cool concept, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's where I am on it. Cool concept, but something happens and the map just doesn't. It stops being fun. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what it is.
I had a big wine week. I did. I had a couple of wine tastings this week, and also did a lot of cold calling, and so that ate up a lot of my time. And then I played a lot of Age of Conan. I am level 32 now and having a good time with that. I also worked on my garden a lot this week. I have squash and corn and peppers.
Yummy.
And and my squash plants are bigger than my son. They're huge. They're like 3.5 feet tall. So anyway,
Hacienda squash.
yes. So Brent,
Delicious.
Yes.
how was your week?
I had to. Kick
you already
someone
did
on
your
the-
week.
So this week I played a little bit of Team Fortress and
Shut up.
Oh, we've got to listen
so,
to Spencer now, don't we?
How was your week?
Yeah, listen to me. Well, I had 2 weeks, and I haven't played any Team Fortress in either of those weeks at all.
Well, you fessed up that you were taking a.
I am, but I still feel kind of bad, and I would like to play some. I was not here last week because 2 things. One, I was at my final sister's wedding last week on this day, and it was great. And that's all of my siblings are married, including me, so I don't have to worry about any of those until my nephew gets married in a couple years.
Or until they all get divorces.
Yeah.
Way to look on the happy side.
Hey, I'm here for you.
Same time. It's what happens. One brother gets divorced, then it's like domino effect. My sister, then me, then my other sister. And just Anyway, other big news from last week is that I got laid off, which
You got
is
laid? Laid off.
which is not awesome. uh,
Sucky.
and trying to figure that out. So I'm not in great shape financially, so we'll see what happens here. At least I have shoes. I did play some Conan here and there. I didn't play as much as I would have liked, honestly. I'm playing a barbarian. I am level 31,
Cool.
and
Let's
I
group together.
am awesome.
I
You
am a
cannot
conqueror.
deny my power. Is
Barb
Fast.
for short.
Yes. And but I'm not going to talk about that too much. The other big news as far as computer gaming is concerned this week. I don't know if any of you have ever played it, but one of my favorite games is Beyond Good and Evil, which
Oh,
was
yeah. I loved it.
several years ago.
Yeah.
And they have officially announced that a sequel is coming.
Yeah, I saw
that-
that this week too. That's so
Oh,
exciting.
But it makes me so happy. I want to clap like a schoolgirl.
I don't know anything about this game, and I heard about it.
Oh, so great. So good.
Well,
Is it
that's
single
another thing I was
player?
going to bring up. It is single player. Yes, it's story based. If you want
Can't
to
do
know
it.
how it's played and how it's structured, it's sort of like Zelda, except it's more accessible.
Yeah.
I don't mean easier. I just mean the storyline is better, and it's. I think it's more fun than Zelda personally.
Has it-
I've played through it.
Has
2
it
times.
survived? I mean, could I pick it up now and enjoy it?
But I was going to say it is on Steam. It is $10, and it's great.
You lost me
Wow.
at single player.
Well, Conan's single
I
player.
know you don't
and you
play single
that.
players.
It's not. It's multiplayer.
Only when you play with your friends.
No, every time I log in, it's multiplayer. That never
Yeah.
changes ever.
They all get in the
Well-
way, though.
You don't have to play it because I know you hate fun. But
It is good.
everyone, you haven't played Beyond Good and Evil. I highly recommend it. It's dirt cheap and it's worth.
There's a reason.
worth.
What did you play it on? I played it on the GameCube.
Amiga.
I played it on the PS2, and
Okay.
I recently repurchased it on Steam,
Okay.
and I'm playing through it on there now.
See, now if it
And
came out for
for-
like the DS or something, I could get into
Yeah.
that. You know, I'm into like single player games on the DS.
Yeah.
Other than that, in the gaming sphere, I am getting. I know I've talked about this on the podcast before, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm getting more and more heavily into D&D, and
You're not running
next-
around in sewers, are you?
in sewers.
Yeah, with swords.
No, they don't have sewers here.
Okay. You're not running around
That's-
backyards, are you?
No,
Doing some
no. I'm
LARPing,
actually in a gaming shop,
furry.
and that's what I was going to say. Next, this upcoming Friday, which is, I believe, the 6th. Is that correct?
6th of
Yes.
June?
Is the day that Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition is being released, and the following day is D&D Game Day. And if anyone here is in the South Carolina area, I'm going to be running a game on game day at Dueling Ground in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So if you feel like dropping by, just pop on in.
Do you want to give a Razer mouse away?
If you could get me one by next
Francis.
week, I'd be happy to.
Sweet.
And let's see, my last little bit of information. Everyone else talked a lot, and I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but excuse me. I am now working on a new podcast project that I kind of had an idea for a couple months ago, but it's a very heavily produced kind of thing, and I didn't have time to do anything like that. But, you know, there's a bright side to being unemployed. Now I can start paying attention to stuff like that. And I'm actually going to be announcing what it is and have a sort of little introductory thing out probably by next week. So, you know, keep your stations tuned in. And that's it for me. That's all I got.
Cool.
I pointed my wife towards the big collection of Amazon D&D books for Father's Day. I was like, "Oh, look at this! You can, if you pre-order them, you get them all for cheap. Look at that! Bye, honey."
Nice.
So we're
So,
gonna start
yeah.
an online D&D game.
don't
Not
know.
D&D.
Well, actually, 4th edition is going to come with online tools. So
Yep, you can play
I'm
it
probably
online.
going to start something like that. We'll
Ah.
see.
Can we use stream it? Everybody use streams it, and
Yeah, conceivably you could if you can select on your screen where the stuff is going. Yeah, you could use stream our D&D game.
The whole point is, though, that it comes with tools, so you don't have to use stream.
so can we use stream it though?
And you can point your webcam at your monitor and you stream the stuff that's. You know what? You can use stream Age of Conan if you want. You can use stream anything. Brent, you're a big boy.
So we can you stream it?
Yes.
Speaking
That's
of
the answer.
cool.
speaking of
Spencer, yes.
Ustream, did you know that we're on the front page of Ustream right now?
No, I
Really?
did not.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hot.
That is anyway. Moving on. Woo!
Maybe that's where we got all these people in there that I had to kick.
yeah. Yeah, I see you over there kicking people.
Kick,
So we are now
kick.
we are now hearing voices over
Okay,
the loud
Extremeware. See you later. You're getting a nice little ban.
What's going on?
News
More
and
kicking?
discussion.
No, this is a ban.
Oh, we're banning people. All right, loudspeaker.
First
We got
thing.
in there.
Who wants to talk about the first thing?
The
I'll do it.
first thing.
Eat the Sniper video is upcoming. Apparently, along with the Sniper unlocks
Interesting.
at the same time. Do we have a date on that, or like a? I mean, I know we're talking about Valve here, so
Yeah.
any date is.
So we were
negotiable,
wrong
but-
about the pyro unlocks.
Apparently we were. I did not see a date anywhere. I saw the official chat log from the conference that they had, and there wasn't anything in there. And I read two articles on two different gaming sites, and they didn't seem to know either. So I guess that's not published. But I think everybody was caught by surprise on this one. Everybody figured it was the pyro. So
Yeah, they listened to our podcast and heard that we said it was the pyro, and they're like, "Yeah, right. Now it's
burn.
not."
I think that's exactly what happened.
They're out to spite us.
But you know, the weird thing is, like, everybody in the forums are talking about, like, what's up with the sniper? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna give the sniper? I mean, you already get one-shot kills with the sniper. What else do you need? What's gonna be
And they're
more
gonna give him a
efficient?
gun. They're going to give him a gun that's 2 shots to kill.
Maybe a better. I mean, you get a machine gun. I think that's a really awesome secondary weapon. I don't know what else they need.
Maybe a higher rate of fire sniper rifle, but you don't get crits for it or something like that.
Maybe
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
get something
Or it does less damage. I don't
like
know.
flares. Like in the original one, they had flares where they could light up dark areas. So
Maybe they
he'll-
get a ability to call in UFOs.
I'm
just
thinking
spitball.
airstrikes. He's gonna be able to shoot a flare somewhere and then call in an airstrike to that point. You
Airstrike.
heard it here first.
I think they're gonna. I think they might give him the pyro's flamethrower and the pyro's axe, and pretty much give all the pyro stuff to him. And then the pyro's gonna get the sniper rifle and stuff like that, just to confuse everyone, because I think that would work.
Yeah, that would confuse me.
You're just talking about it, and I'm already confused. So
It could be something like what if they gave him like a dart gun, like a fast rate of fire, long range, stunning dart gun, so it doesn't kill you.
Oh, it would daze the opponent.
Yeah.
So they'd just be kind of like Mortal Kombat, like finish him. He's just kind of dazed, standing there.
Yeah,
That would make the target stop, and then you switch to your sniper rifle, and then boom, headshot. Easy.
yes.
Okay.
you know
I
what
like
I'm
that.
thinking it should be? I think that they're going to give the sniper a medigun that shoots crits instead of Ubers, so you can crit Uber someone. That's what I think they're going for.
Nice. Or Argyle socks would be nice too.
Yes, and some later hosen.
Yeah. All right. Well,
The next thing on the list is that Valve has announced something called Steam Cloud, which there are a lot of cool features on this, and the one that is getting the most press, and I'm pretty excited about, is that all of your Steam games, the save games, will be stored on their network. So you will be able to carry your Steam games between different computers. If you have to reformat your hard drive or something, you don't have to worry about backing up your save games because they'll all be saved there for you.
that's totally excellent. I really like that idea. It's just total portability. Also, another thing that they said they are considering is storing replay videos and kill cams from Team Fortress 2 and maybe some other games. But could you imagine that demos being stored on the server so you could just record and you have, I
Would
don't
they
know.
break after every update though?
Oh,
That's the
hope not.
question.
Excellent question, but so we may see that too. That's exciting.
Cool.
Cloud
What's this?
computing at its best.
Here's my attempt of trying to spread a little bit of Team Fortress 2 news that's not PC. Now, I don't really have a good source on this, but this seems to be rather correct. There,
As far as rumors go,
that's that's the small print. Okay, so we got word that possibly on PS3, these new maps will be released with a new patch. No word if this is going to be free or not, but PS3 is going to be seeing CTF Well, Badlands, and Gold Rush. Now, these are old maps to the PC, but these are brand new for PS3, so I think that's good and all, but we don't know if it's free, and they are coming kind of late. So, I mean, obviously, I think it's safe to say that, distribution and patching and things like that on any network, like PS3 Online, whatever it's called, or Xbox Live, is pretty slow and kind of clunky and kind of out of the realm of Valve, because Valve are PC developers. So everything's going to kind of come late. And
and I would think that they would pick like a map, like have a map a month or something from map developers and say, we're going to give you this map this month.
Yeah.
And it would be like free content that they're giving, maybe they would have to pay something or something, but I wouldn't expect really they would.
See, I don't think Valve would charge extra for this content, given that it's free for PC users and it's part of their business model. But I think the reason they would charge is because it costs Valve money to do this.
Well, I'm not saying charge them. I'm saying charge the original map, like pay the original map creator something for, since we're going to give this to these people as it's kind of seems like it's their product or something. But a way to give more maps each month to these people for free would be, great, I think.
Yeah.
All of this whole argument, I'm sure people in Valve are having the same argument right now about what they should do with their content on content delivery streams that they don't control. And I really think that this is one of the reasons why they remain a PC developer, because on their own content delivery platform, they can do whatever they want. Yeah. And they don't have to worry about what Sony's going to say or what Microsoft's going to say. I'm fairly convinced the entire reason that there are no new maps out for the 360 version is because Microsoft would not let them release the maps for free. Microsoft has had a habit of not allowing content developers to release free content. So I think that
they have free demos and stuff though on there, don't they?
But the demos, they don't charge for demos. But like, for example, Call of Duty 4 is getting a new map pack for the PC this Thursday. Now, granted, the 360 had it quite a while ago, but for the PC, it's coming for free. For the 360, you have to pay for it. So it's just the way it.
That's what they should do. They should say, yeah, we're selling a new map pack, but we're going to give you some demos of it, but have them all in the demos. Just to sneak it by Microsoft.
Now, Stern in the chat room saying that EA has done the port for PS3, and it could very well be that EA is is testing the waters with this new form of micropayments. Obviously, with Bad Company charging you extra to get content. No, the PS3 game.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not sure that EA has as much control over Valve's distribution as they do over, say, Bad Company. I mean, they are Valve's publisher nominally, but honestly,
I just think EA has a bad business practice. Even with what they did with all the NFL games, they got with the NFL signed something that says that no one's allowed to make a NFL game or any kind of sport game like that, like with
brilliant
actual teams and actual players. Now you can make your football game, but it's got to be starring Joe Blow and Jack Jew and whatever.
But as a company, though, that's brilliant. To be able to get the NFL to sign something like that, that's just
and it's hard to argue. The EA Sports games are really, really good for the most part.
It's a monopoly, though. It's illegal what they're doing, right?
No. It's just like having only one person able to put out Star Wars stuff.
I know that you haven't played a whole lot of them, but the EA football franchise, ever since this agreement took place, has not made really any strides at all in terms of updating the content. I mean, updating the gameplay. It's all been just roster updates, basically. So they have not and we're really, really off topic here, but
hey, there's something new.
This is what the PS3 conversation takes us.
Well, I mean, and by the same token, I've heard that the new NFL game coming from EA is going to address those concerns. But honestly, if they were still in a competitive marketplace, then we might have seen some advances already. I mean, the old Game Day Sony series really did force EA to step up the Madden franchise, and they haven't had anyone to make them do that since this happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this is now the Madden podcast. So, are you a 69ers fan? 49ers. I don't know.
I like those 46s.
I am the 69ers fan. Well, yes, I am.
The 100.
Drink. Okay. Next is, what is this next one? What does that mean?
This is you, Brent. The contributions thing.
Listener contributions. Oh wait, we're not to that segment, are we?
No.
I didn't even realize. I thought we were still on like Eric's week or something. We've been going through news and stuff. I had to deal with those people in the chat room, and they're all banned and gone. And I guess you're talking about the a while ago. I started a contest to get people to post all the contributions people have done for the community.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people put them out there, and we made a page that you can get to off the front page that's listener contributions, which we, now we need to update it again, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's constantly going to be having to be updated, but
we have winners for the contest. Mr. Eagle wins with the most submitted. He submitted 15, not contributions that were his, but links to those contributions. So he gets a button, and then we chose 3 other random winners, which were Robot Guy, Super Chicken Hunter, and Goose. They all win a button, so just email me or PM me your mailing address, and I'll get those out to you.
Nice.
And that takes us to the next contest, the calendar contest.
Woo!
That thing's still going on?
It's like Duke Nukem
hasn't
forever.
really started yet. Yeah, we never got enough submissions to do a calendar. I think we've got about 7 submissions or so, and we had a 1 or 2 that were mailed to us that we need to get pictures of, but for some reason I haven't been able to get images of those.
For me, right.
So we're waiting for that to actually post the images in the forum so people can vote on them, and then we'll have winners and actually get rid of one of these puppies.
Yeah, and for the webcam viewers, he raised up
Send in one
Or
to me.
for the podcast listeners.
that are looking. We will be giving away mice. Razor.
You're sending one to me for the D&D thing, right? So
of course.
Yeah. Here you go. Let's shove it up there. You got it?
right the pipes. Awesome.
Yeah, right through those tubes. What else do we have here?
What about the Build Chaos a Computer contest?
Oh, yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, I guess we talked about that earlier.
I guess the outcome of it, though. So I started this competition or contest because everybody kept saying, no, don't go with Dell, because, Dell gets a bad rap for being for being Dell.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fine, just y'all find me this computer then. If y'all can find one that's, better than this for the same price or something, then go for it.
We lost Spencer as our co-host.
What?
I'm coming back. Sorry about that.
And the deal I had found was actually ending that day. So I was like, it was kind of taking a chance of, well, if they can't find one, then, but they were so sure they could. And then a few people started posting that they couldn't. So I was like, okay, well, screw this, let's cancel the contest. I'm going to get the machine. So that's what I did. So that was the outcome. We did have one person who did submit something. So they are going to get a button.
Cool. Congrats, nameless one.
And I wish I could.
Oh, mighty nameless one.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
It's
nameless one.
Oh man.
Scott.
Scott.
Man,
Spock.
No, Joe.
Joe.
Steve.
Joe
No, he's
Spock, Scott.
Damn. I'm going with Scott.
All right.
Good night, McLeod.
Scott CP.
Scott.
Anyway.
Thank you, Scott. Because we got it in pretty fast anyway.
Okay.
So that was it with that.
Let's see here. The next thing on the list. Is there anything else on the list?
Oh,
I
Steam
lost.
updates.
Yes, we had some Steam updates.
Yep.
Steam updates
Steam update.
and TF2 updates as well.
Steam updates. There's several updates. The update came out on the 28th. We've got some here. The first one, improved in-game status and playtime tracking for games with launcher apps. And I have not tested this out yet. Has anyone else done that?
Yeah, I did. I checked it with Warcraft 3 because Warcraft 3 has a launcher app. Or at least if you play the Frozen Throne, it will show that you're playing Warcraft 3 for about 2 seconds, and then it'll disappear, and then it'll just look like you're just online, not playing anything. Well, with the patch, it has fixed it, and now I can see other people playing Frozen Throne. I suppose that probably fixed it for lots of games, but that was kind of the tester app for me. So
I did see someone online today playing Frozen Throne, so I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Yes.
Yay!
I still haven't played Frozen Thrones.
Oh yeah. Well,
but if someone wants to send me a serial number to a box that they'll never open again or play, then feel free.
You know what? Don't listen to him. Send it to me. The next thing that
both
we got
of
here
us.
is, let's see, added Direct3D 10 support to the in-game overlay,
Very
which
nice.
makes improve compatibility and refresh speed and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool.
Very nice for you 8800 GTs and above. Probably, right?
Quick question.
No. Direct3D 10, not. That's not the same.
Direct
as,
3D. Oh, right.
Quick
not the
question.
same as-
Did anyone here ever actually enable the multi-core support?
For
You know, I
TF2?
tried it, but it just seemed like it was too much work to do it on my own system. I mean, why was I going to bother? Because I couldn't do it in multiplayer, so why bother?
Yeah. Okay, just checking.
Oh. Hey, so while you're talking about Direct and 3D and
DirectX
X
10
stuff
is
like
not
that.
the same as DirectX 10.
Exactly, but DirectX 10, is that just for Vista?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
Sorry about that.
The Team Fortress update, which came out, would crash during level transitions.
Wow.
And the only reason that's my favorite is because I have no idea what any of that means.
It is pretty excellent.
But seriously, some of the important things fixed rapid weapons, just a medic exploit. And let's see, they improved prediction of spies' speed changes when disguising. I assume that this was put here by Eric. It says, "What does this even mean?"
Yes, that was me.
I have no idea what it means either. Does anyone want to venture a guess?
I'm guessing that the other people's clients are like when you're changing, your costume or whatever. Maybe it's not sending it to them fast enough, so to them,
Their speed is wrong, maybe.
yeah. And so maybe they're seeing you as a spy longer, so it's kind of screwing the spies up. Maybe that's all I can come up with.
I was
It may
thinking
also.
I was thinking it
know.
had to do with how it specifically says prediction of speed changes. Could it be movement speed? Could it be?
Yeah, it could.
That's true.
could,
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then the last thing of note here is that they fixed some map exploits in Gold Rush. So good.
Again, I wasn't aware that there were any.
You could pick up the little thing, the bomb thing, and throw it over the fence, and it just ended the game.
Ah.
Yeah. You could do that. You could also ride atop it and fall through the sky onto Tokyo.
Wish I would have known
You could
about
also
this
build a
earlier.
sentry inside the payload cart.
Man.
And then sometimes you could just crawl up the back part of it.
I was
and
playing
just
Gold Rush
hide
like a
in there.
noob then this whole time. Oh well, I guess they patched
Also,
those.
if you put the bomb in a very specific spot with a rocket launcher, it would actually destroy the world. I mean, not in game, just the entire.
Oh man, that's better
Glad
than
they
the
fixed
paramilitary strike force right there.
I'm glad they patched that.
Okay, let's see. Last thing here.
Dominator.
Dun, dun.
I don't know what this is. Someone else do this.
Dominator. It's the assassin game, I guess, that they
Yep.
pulled from last episode. Would you, if you had listened to it, Spencer, you would know what it was.
He doesn't listen to podcasts.
I don't listen to podcasts.
It's basically a game of assassin. You remember Assassin, right?
Yeah.
It's basically a game of assassin, but in Team Fortress 2.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
I wanted to sign up, but I just didn't know if I'd have enough time to play and didn't know when it would start, really. And so
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for it yet.
There's a thread we'll link to it. Sigma Sign is going to be kind of heading it up. He'll be the GM, I guess, or admin, or whatever you want to call it. for that game. So in this thread will be the dates and the rules and all that good stuff.
And basically, Spencer, what happens is it's like Assassin, and that everybody gets one other person's name, and their job is to dominate that person in game and get a screenshot of it.
That's really cool.
So
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
So
let's take
move
a
on.
quickie break before we go to listener contributions.
I have to pee. Like, I mean, my eyes are turning yellow.
This would be a good